guys, we're back for Generation Productions, and again we're still talking about Brie Larson. So we're pretty much talking about this whole issue with her anxiety issues and her stuff. So let's just get into that bit, shall we? But just before I do that, sorry people, just there was a bit of grime on the screen a little bit. There we go. Now, let's get back into it. So...
the ones from when I was a kid really still sting. Like, it was down to me and another girl for Smart House, the Disney Channel original movie. Didn't get it. That was a big bummer, okay? Brink, I was down to me and that same girl. Didn't get it. Like, really hurt. Spy Kids. I mean, did I have any business even auditioning for Spy Kids? Absolutely not. Did I want to be a child spy? Definitely. I tested for the Big Bang Theory. I remembered that this morning. They were really sweet. They just said I was too young.
So, where was the thing I was looking for?
It's true.
There we go.
I mean, I think a lot of them, to me, when I think back of what's weird, was being asked to dress a certain way. I remember I auditioned for the movie to play his love interest, which wouldn't even be appropriate now, so it definitely wasn't 10 years ago. And the producer said to me, "You're amazing. I love everything about it. Your comedic timing's great. We just need you to come back dressed sexier. Can you come back in a tank top, jean miniskirt, and heels?" And I had to make the decision of, like, I'm broke, I need a job. What's it going to hurt to wear a jean miniskirt, but also it makes me uncomfortable being told how to dress sexily for a group of men. And so I did it all except I wore sneakers. And because I was like, heels don't make me feel sexy, sneakers do, so I did that. But I showed up, and every girl in the waiting room was wearing a tank top, a jean miniskirt, and heels. And I was like, are we here to act, or are we here to play out dudes' fantasies? I'm not sure. So that's weird to me. I got asked repetitively many times to come back in a jean miniskirt.
Now, look. Again, this is another point I want to point out. I still stress that, first of all, was that whole concept of, again, from children to teen actors, I think, should not be done. Now, if you want to do a child thing, I think now we've got CGI and stuff these days, you know, we could do something like have like an adult woman or adult man and just de-age them and stuff like that, and for height and stuff wise, create like a CGI body, shrink the body, and do a face placement on the person's face and make them out that they're younger. That would work a lot better. Cartoons and video games, a lot of people like voice actors can actually are older people that play younger people. So again, I really think we should work on phasing out in the movie industry and TV and even social platforms like YouTube and stuff like that, where we should actually phase out that whole child entertainment, or not child entertainment per se, but children being used in entertainment, because so many things can and in some cases do go wrong, whether it is some sort of child abuse or sexual abuse or whatever. Other things can happen too on set, like someone could either accidentally lose an arm, a leg, or get some sort of physical or not just like I said, not just a mental injury, but also maybe a physical injury as well on stage and set. So what Brie's saying here about weird auctions, weird auditions. Now, well, Brie, the way I figure it is, and some people out there, the reasons why. Now, Brie's sort of getting on a little bit of a rant here about her insecurities and stuff like that, and that's why a lot of this whole man bashing comes from, is women's insecurity. No offense to the women watching, but that's where a lot of it comes from, is about being insecure. And so when male or female or any other kind of director asks you to wear a certain clothing for a certain character, it's an iconic piece for that set character. Like you got Sonic with his shoes, Ash Ketchum with his hat. You've also got live action people too, like Batman wearing a cape. There are some things that are iconic, or more to the point, no, rephrase that with the Batman one, like wearing the mask with the pointed ears, or the Joker's hair being green, or wearing red lipstick. That's sort of iconic. Or wearing a purple suit or a crimson suit. That's a staple of the Joker. There's certain things about certain clothing. There's a staple thing. So when Brie Larson's going on here about I'm pretty sure the addiction she's talking about here is like something from for the Disney Channel or Nickelodeon channel, where she had to dress a certain way, being a teenager or pre-teen person. But yeah.
Shame on everybody who says that. I had a G miniskirt dress for audition. That's not okay.
Actually, yeah, it is in a way, Brie, because more or less, yeah, okay, miniskirt, yeah, I get it, but for the sake of a character, see, the clothes also make the character. See, if a person is acting kind of, dare we say, wearing that kind of outfit, that is what that character is. It's not reflecting on you, Brie. It's not reflecting. This goes for all you female and male actors out there. If you're given something to wear, and you have to wear that certain style of clothing, it's not actually you that's wearing that clothing per se. It's your character. So even if you're an adult Brie and you're playing, like say, a scene where you had to be a prostitute, or you had to play a scene when you're being a loose wearing fit type of person, that's the character who you're playing. So again, we're talking about a teenager setting. Teenagers are still trying to figure out, what is okay, what is not acceptable, what is acceptable when it comes to clothing. Of course, though, yes, I still sort of agree with you that the miniskirt thing should be phased out. But then again, that's what teenage girls were wearing at that point in time. So to keep with the trend, that was where that director was coming from. It really wasn't having anything to do with a sexual fantasy or power play. Although in some cases it turns out that some directors may have some issues with certain things. So it might be possible, but not always the case. Oh, well, where are we?
They're working against me. Sometimes you have to mime things. The worst ones were auditioning for horror movies. Oh my god. Because it would always be a scene where you're like, hello? Hello? And then you have to take a step forward and you're like, oh my god! And then it's your friend's dead, and then you have to get down on the ground and pretend that there's a dead body there and start crying and reacting to your friend dying when no one's there, and it's just a casting director being like, someone's gotta call the police. What are you gonna do about it? She's dead. She's dead, Dana. She's dead. And you're like, ah! Those are always weird too, because sometimes when you're in the waiting room, you can hear everybody's audition, which is just so wrong and rude. I mean, the long story short is that I really didn't like auditioning. Just please stop. Please stop. I'm not sending this. Oof. Okay.
Well, Brie, I think the biggest issue, which is a part of Brie Larson's psychology altogether. So, biggest issue is that Brie Larson has a lot of insecurity issues. Now, this comes from, like I said, being told what to wear and what to look like and all sorts of things like that. That for a young person, whether they be male or female, is kind of sketchy at most, in the sense of being pressured into a certain character. Now that I do sort of agree with. Being pressured to be a certain character may not be okay, but that's what you have to do to be an actor or an actress. I mean, I don't exactly agree with it, and that the actor, I feel to myself, that actors and actresses should feel comfortable in what they do. But that being said, if you're going for that specific part in that specific role in that specific movie or TV show, you have to give a little bit of leniency. But in this case, Brie Larson was kind of saying that she really needed a lot of encouragement, but she wasn't getting any of that. And I think a lot of all this insecurity stuff that she's going through, I think you'll find a lot of that on this video of hers called Auction Story Time Part 1. If you go through all the different, there we had the weirdest auctions, we had, we had intro, first edition, whatever that is, weirdest auctions, and stuff like that. So more or less, as far as I'm aware of, Brie Larson's had a lot of things that happened to her when because she said she started doing about 7 or 8 years old, where she was doing this acting stuff, and a lot of those things she was getting turned down a lot of the time, and then that probably made her feel a bit insecure and have her start thinking, oh geez, there's something wrong with me, why didn't I get that part, why a lot of kid actors feel this way, and a lot of teen actors feel this way. Am I not good enough? Am I not? And I think Casey Chambers' song sort of fits into this, which is, am I not pretty enough? Should I try harder? This kind of mentality in society and in the movie and TV industry and music industry is that you have to appeal to a certain demographic, and even if you are a kid, teenager or an adult, you still have to try and fit within those requirements, and that can be a real pain in the ass. And that is why I really think that a lot of those actors should be phased out. Those kid story actors need to be phased out. Yeah.
So the rejection piece, like I can make a lot of jokes, and a lot of this is talking in hindsight because I get to be an actor. I get to do the thing that I wanted to do, that I tried really, really, really hard at. But it didn't mean that it didn't suck. I was going to try not to curse. And I don't have the language to describe the emotions every step of the way that I felt and how devastated I felt. And there were times that I quit. I remember when I was 12 or 13, I auditioned for this movie, Hearts in Atlantis. I wanted it so bad. And it was down to me and another girl for it, and she got it, and I ran away from home. My move was my Easter basket that had a blanket and Cheez-Its. And I didn't have shoes on, I only had socks, and it was raining, and I ran. I basically just ran around the block and I came back. Yeah, I felt a lot of shock over that. And the other thing, too, when I think about, like my little self, when I was in school, and I didn't have a cell phone, it was horrible. So I'd go and test for a TV show, and you're waiting to hear back. And I'd go to school and have to wait all day at school and not know if I was getting the job or not. I gave up a lot, and I was definitely a weirdo as a kid because of it. It was tough. And then when I got older, it was different. It was a different kind of pain because it was like my survival. It was my livelihood, and it was my dream. And up until I was 18, it didn't bother me so much. I mean, the rejection sucked, but I felt like I had time. Once I was 18, I was like, am I supposed to be in college, or what am I supposed to be doing? And I am a loser. I got told no 98 to 99% of the time. I know it's hard to fully wrap your brain around. It's even hard for me to wrap my brain around to think of the fact that I've been on thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of auditions. It's sort of crazy. It's mind-numbing to me. But I'm grateful for it because I felt like it gave me more reps. It gave me more opportunities to
But here's the thing. As sort of Brie pointed out herself, the things that sort of stuck into her head and her mind is all those times that she got rejected. Every time she got slapped back. From being, her childhood to being a teenager, just keeping getting slapped back. Every time she gets auditioned now, I'm not throwing shade at any of the directors and artists and stuff like that who didn't hire Brie out. I mean, she wasn't what they were looking for, okay? So I understand that. But if you're a child or a teenager, even so, a little bit now, as Brie sort of pointed out, even a little bit as an adult, the idea of getting constantly, applying for all these different parts in movies and TV shows, and then constantly being told, nah, 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 no, 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 and getting slapped down, time and time again. Now, thank God she's got back up and she hasn't got depressed and thought about committing suicide or anything like that as yet, as we may or may not know. But for some people, constantly getting kicked back all the time, that's where they turn to drugs, that's where they turn to alcohol. That's the reason why they get depressed, is because they're getting constantly barraged and constantly being told, nah, this is not, you're not good enough, sorry we don't want you, sorry we don't need you, sorry we don't see you as a person we want in the show, even as an extra. That really hurts for these actors and actresses. And now some people can say, oh yes, go and grab a backbone, grow a pair of balls. That's easy to say when you're an adult actor, maybe, but being from teenager to child, that trauma can also come and be carried all the way up to an adult stage. And that's the reason why Brie Larson is very much abrasive at times, brash, somewhat might be considered rude or arrogant at times, is because she's being a bit of a prickly person because she's afraid of getting rejected. I think that's where it really comes down to. The reason why Brie Larson is a sort of a little bit of a prickly pear or prickly cushion is because she's been rejected so many times, and maybe even been rejected by friends, family, and maybe other things somewhere in there. At certain points in time, like I said, maybe she worked things out with her family. Maybe she worked out her thing with her boyfriend, which I'm really, really grateful for. But during certain parts when that rejection happens, it's like it calls back to all those other times when she got rejected. So in a way, again, I really would like to point out and say, Brie Larson, yeah, she's okay. She just needs to grind down some of those things that trigger her, and not let those things trigger her, such as anxiety, depression, and also the feeling of not being good enough. That's the reason why she's a prickly pear, guys, is because, the reason why she's a prickly pear is because, or does weird and silly things at some points, is because she's been rejected so many times, and for fear of rejection, she puts up this wall or barrier that doesn't allow, like I said, friends, fans, family, and things to get in past that wall because she's afraid of getting rejected. And it's a lot of that thing. So I think Brie Larson's probably getting help now, and she's actually not doing too badly. I mean, like I said, her YouTube channel, like I said, she's been on here for about a year now, 1 year now. So congrats on Brie Larson for that. And I'm going to do a bit of a video about that as well. So this is just wrapping it up, the psychology of Brie Larson, and in a way, mostly all child and teen actors. I really, really can't stress this enough more. I really think that children and teen live action actors should no longer be doing it. I really feel that that's the case. When they're older, when they're up there being, like in their mid 18, 19, and even in their 20s, yeah, acting's great. But until then, I really don't think they should be doing acting at that point, because there's so much stuff that can and does go wrong. But thank God that Brie Larson seems to have starting to get her act together. But that being said, she still has to work within restrictions that being an actor and actress do about trying to fit within society rules and restrictions and all the big S around that. So just bear it in mind, guys, Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy, OG, that's no, not OG. Anna, that Star Wars girl, and Mecha 42, and all these other people that are having a dig at Brie Larson. Just think of it yourself. If you were going through the same sort of crap she was going through, how would you react? And again, Brie Larson has gone through a lot of crap, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't a little bit chastise her for that. Give her say, nah, this is not the good way to react. But that being said, we also got to understand the reasons behind why is she acting that way. Same with a bloke who's acting weird. Same with a woman who's acting weird. Same with anyone who's acting out of sorts of weird. We've got to keep asking ourselves, why is that happening? And is there a way we can actually help other than just constructive criticism? Maybe we need to come alongside these people, in their chats or comment sections or whatever, and help them say, look, this is not right, this is not okay. Maybe we can talk this out. A lot of these actors and actresses sadly won't be able to do a lot of that because they're getting letters and emails constantly. But in this modern day and age, maybe there's always a chance that maybe one letter might get through, or one email might get through. So don't give up sending people these letters, but as long as you be respectful, polite and nice. But that being said, still tell them what you don't like about what's going on, and how maybe to help them improve. I'm just saying, I don't like this, you're a piece of shit, which some people probably have said to Brie. You need to say, well, look, Brie, this is why I don't like what you're doing, and maybe I've got some ideas in a way to help you to change your attitude or change the way you think about things. And like example, I said to her in one of her comment sections, and I don't know if she read this or not, but I said to her, also, look, Brie, if you keep complaining about what's wrong in doing in auditions and stuff, then nobody's going to want to hire you because they're afraid that you're going to be complaining all the time. And maybe she took note of that and has now become a better person because of that. I'm not big noting myself. I'm just saying it does seem, after I put that message on the comment section on some of the videos, she may have listened and now seems to be getting better. Now, I'm not saying I'm big noting it. No, I'm not saying I was the one who changed Brie Larson. All I'm saying is that I think what I said may have helped change her perceptions or ideas. Because now she's doing some really great videos on her channel, which I may address in another video. Okay, catch us all later, people. Bye.